All right, welcome back. We're on video number 23, and this is included. I got 10 minutes. I'm ready to learn. Let's go carrot coffee. Coffee? No. No, I don't really like coffee very much. All right, let's clear this out. Let's go ahead and start off with a rust scan for this guy over here. And this link right here, read it through the questions here. It says, what service is running over the target machine over UDP? So we got to look at UDP here. So look at UDP. We're going to do an mmap tac P, or tac SU, excuse me, tac SU. Okay. Then we're going to do a tac top ports, and we'll say the top 20 ports, right, for UDP. Okay. No, just a Coke. Just a soda. Definitely not tea. I'm not British. The only tea that I know of belongs in a harbor. And we'll go ahead and we'll do that. We'll do a tac PN in here. All right. But that tac SU, that's going to allow us to attack UDP ports, and then we're going to attack the top 20 ports, okay? And we do need root privileges for this. Sorry, so we do need to do sudo. All right, put in our password here, which I spelled wrong. What's up, Ascertainment? How are you? And this might take a minute to run this UDP scan also. All right, let's see what we got here. All right, we have port 69 up, right? Tongue fuck this, you know. All right, that's how you remember TFTP, just so you know. All right. And so we got that up and running. I'm always doing good. So TFTP's up and running. So we might be doing some TFTP stuff here. All right, what class of vulnerabilities on the web page? I don't know. I have no idea. We haven't even looked at it yet. Let's go ahead and curl that web page. I just lost like 12 subscribers by I said that also. However, something I am happy about, whenever I look at YouTube, there are more females watching the videos. And I was like, oh, that's good to see because, you know, like, we're trying to get more females into InfoSec. And so as long as everyone's not a douchebag, that should work out pretty well. So it says, what's CVE? We got Titan Gears here. I wonder if Titan Gears, I don't think this is going to be an exploit. Yeah, I didn't think so. Okay. We got to figure out what this is actually built with, like right here. Let's go ahead and go back to our curl over here. Apache 2.4.29. Ooh, I believe that's an LFI, I believe. 2.4.29? Oh, that's a Linux kernel. Okay, but we got this file equals home. I wonder if we can do file equals, put a bunch of period slashes in there, then etc password. Can we get the password here? We can. Let's go. Still no, it still asks me for a CVE. The CVE is I don't know yet. What class vulnerability is it? Is it that? Let me look at the question. Let's look at the question here. What's the question say? Where's the question at? Let me go ahead and get rid of this bash script like real quick that I was writing. And let's go ahead and get rid of this over here. So I stop getting so lost with my web pages. Like local file inclusion. Okay, yes. All right, another way to find local file inclusion is through FUF, right? So we can do FUF, tac U, and we go ahead and put in that guy like right there, right? We actually want to put in the whole thing here, right? We need that index.php file. We need this whole part like right here, /file, right? So we can say that. And then we can say fuzz. And we're going to use wordlist.seclist, and we're going to use a fuzzy word list, tac U, or tac W, user share seclist, fuzzing, right? And then we'll look at LFI. Well, that's not what I wanted. LFI. Okay, then we could do like Graceful Linux, okay? Or Jahedix, whatever that one is. All right, now we're going to get a bunch of crap back here, though. So let's go ahead and say, hey, I don't want to see anything with tac FL1. Okay, with one line. I want to see something more than one line. So we can see like right here, there are a bunch of ways to be able to pretty much just single line, just LFI, like just wide open LFI, right? We don't even need to put in the. Can we actually get to HT access? Well, HT password is the one that we really want to get to. Let's go ahead and try that. And we technically don't need to do that. We could technically just curl this. So we could do like a curl. And then we can see that it is actually running it like right there, okay? Because if that was kind of a weird one. So let's do like etc password. Right, then there we go, okay. We can look at mic. And we do see this TFTP like right here also. So now we know that TFTP is running on the machine. We can look at like mic or slash home mic .ssh slash IDRSA. We can try something like that, right? Okay, that's not in there. We could try to look at var www html ht password. Right, see if that exists. And oh, it does. Look at that, huh? Mike and Sheffield 19. Let's freaking go. We can actually probably get into this box like right now if we want to. SSH into Mike. Actually, we cannot because SSH wasn't open, was it? So I think I'm being a little bit too excited here. SSH was not open, I don't believe. But let's go ahead and see real quick. Just one more time. 58.183. No, SSH is not open. So we do get a password. And we, for the HT password, but we're not able to really use that like right now. Wonder if we can actually use that for TFTP though. But we do want to start looking into that, I think, that TFTP like right there. If we go ahead and head back over to our questions over here, what is the default system folder that TFTP uses to store files? That's going to be in the var lib, right? Var lib. CD into var lib. Let's see if we can find anything with TFTP in here. Okay, I'm not going to be able to find it in there like that. Let's go ahead and look at var lib tftp. Var lib tftp boot. There we go. Okay, so that's where it's going to store files, var lib tftp boot. So let's go ahead and check that out. See if that's it. Var lib tftp boot. Do we need our slash at the end there? Okay, cool. There we go. What interesting files located in the web server folder? It can be used for lateral movement. Well, we got .ht password. Is that what it's talking about? Because we just found that. Let's go. All right. What's up, Ben? How you doing? Oh, you talking to Kabuka? How you doing, Kabuka? All right. What we got here? We got what is the group that user Mike is part of and can be exploited for privilege escalation? We have no idea yet. I feel like we need to get this TFTP. It asked us about it a couple times now. So I feel like we need to do something with this TFTP, right? And we should technically, since we have LFI, and we should be able to get into TFTP. I'm thinking if we can upload a file into TFTP, then... Oh, I'm always good. Always good. Don't bring up T. I actually have a funny story about that too, the T thing. But if we can actually put a file in that TFTP, we may be able to do a local file inclusion and call for it, like a PHP file. Now we know it's running on PHP, right? We know this web server is running on PHP because we got this index.php up here. And if we didn't know, we could always do slash index.php, right? We hit enter. And as long as we get something back, we're good. See, watch. If we try to go to index.html, we can see that we don't get anything good back, right? We can also use my Wappalizer, right? So I do have Wappalizer on here. All right, we can see that's running with PHP right there, right? Whoop, whoop, okay, PHP. So what's up, Christy? How you doing? Long time no see. All right, so we should be able to TFTP into this guy. And to be able to do that, I think on the old Linux, you had to actually download it. But I think on the newer ones, it already comes with TFTP pre-installed. And the only thing I've ever really done with TFTP is transfer files within Cisco. And that's it. Did I do it? Okay, cool. So we did do it, I believe. Can we push connect to there? Okay, cool. So I think we're connected. I can't see any files. I can't do like a dir on TFTP or anything like that, but we can TFTP something over now, right? So let's go ahead and try to... Do we still have that shell.php in here? We do. Cat.shell.php. Let's go ahead and see. Okay, cool. Let's go ahead and ifconfig this. You can also like brute force files in TFTP. 10.10.14.65. So you can like try to like just like get like files from there to 10.14.65. All right, cool, we're good. You can just do that also with TFTP. But I think if we can just put shell.php, I think we'll be pretty golden. Like a shower. All right, so we have this. So let's go ahead and go to var lib tftp boot / shell.php, right? And let's go ahead and let's start up a netcat listener on port 1234. I think I just left it as last time. Yep, 1234. Let's see if we can get this. We do. We get a freaking callback. Let's go. All right, cd into, or actually, let's go ahead and cat scripts, full shell. Let me go ahead and grab my full shell from here. All these scripts are also found on GitHub. I'm done answering questions about where can I find them on GitHub, because I feel like if you can't search on GitHub, like scroll your mouse wheel up and down, or just type in scripts, or like Control F scripts, I feel like this is probably not the job for you. But, you know, export term equals x term. All right, cool. We are good. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like that. You know, I don't know. Maybe I'm an asshole. Can we quit? There we go. Maybe I'm just a jerk. I don't know. All right, so, but we did also find Mike's password earlier, right? With that HTTP password? Let's go ahead and look at that again. I think it was down here that we actually saw it, right? Nope, of course not. Okay. Exit out of there. Do we see it down here? Nope, of course not. Okay. Exit out of there. And did we curl it from up here? Oh, cool. Sweet. So we did find Mike's password. Let's just go ahead and SU into Mike with that password that we got like right here, right? So now we got that reverse shell. Now we may be able to do something here. Okay, cool. We are Mike now, ID, and we are in the LXD group, which that will help us privesk. And that was the next question, right? LXD. Okay, so when using an image to exploit system via containers, we look for a very small distribution. Our favorite for this task is named after mountains. What is that distribution name? Damn it, it's the same. Everyone always uses the same name. Well, it's one of the names of distributions for LXD. What is it called? What is it called? What is it called? Alpine. Right? Yep, Alpine. So let me go ahead and look at my notes actually for Docker. Or for LXD, I think, right? That's the mount Docker. I think I have notes on privesk. So let's go ahead and go over to Linux. We'll go to privesk. I think I have notes on LXD. At least I usually do. Let me see here. Setcap, sudo, exit tool, Python, apt-get, look, disk and ID. Really, I don't have anything on LXD? I feel like that's a lie. Okay, let's just go ahead and do this. LXD, privesk, privilege escalation. Boom. Thank you. LXD. Okay, so there's our Alpine, like right there, right? So this one's first get the required files from the attacker for GitHub. Okay, open a Python web server. All right, now we can add the image. Okay. Last step, give the right permissions. Permission to not have any security issues. All right. I think that there's an easier way to be able to do it though. That's for LXD and LXC, like right there. Oh, we got a raid. Hey, Theo, how you doing? What's going on? Welcome everybody. We are working on Starting Point on Hack the Box. This is video number 23 or something like that we made now on Starting Point. We got this box and the 2 more left, and we just got the system through TFTP, loaded a shell.php into there, and then we saw that we had Mike's password from this HT password file, and we see that LXD is on here, right? So thank you very much, Ascertainment. All right. So how's everyone doing from Theo's stream? And we do have this weird LXD, so we know what that is, exploitable, right? Now we just got to figure out. I just have to remember how to actually exploit it, right? So let's go ahead and see. What's the next question anyways? There we go. Okay. Our next question is, what flag do we set to the container says root privileges on the host system for LXD? Security privileged or privilege? Okay, cool. Security privilege. If the root file system is mounted at /mount in the container, where can the root flag be found on the container? It would be /mount root. Is it just mounted there? Is it already mounted? Like, do we have to do nothing here? That'll be sweet. Found out the... No, of course not. Okay. Let's go ahead and CD back into home. Mike. See if anything's mounted here. Nope. Let's go and grab that user.text like real quick. What's up, Fixit42? How you doing? Long time no see. We'll go ahead and we'll submit this user flag like right here. And now we got to pretty much exploit to get that root flag, right? So firstly, we got to get the required files for attack from GitHub. Okay, I feel like I already have those, but we're just going to go ahead and grab them. I actually want to look at the LXD image list, but I mean, it's not like it really matters. But let's go ahead and we'll grab this. I don't know why I just did that. I just did a git clone. There we go, git clone. Okay. Back over to here. This guy has it like. He's not messing around, huh? Okay. Come on, big guy. It's going to take a minute. I feel like there's also an easier way to do this with LXD. Could have sworn there was. Like a much easier way to do it. But we'll keep going along with it. Okay, there's the gun zip like right there. Okay, so now we want to CD and a temp over here. Just curious, I'm sure it's an LXD, but just okay. So anything? Oh, I don't know. It is LXD. Nope. Well, I guess we do have this password, don't we? Go ahead and scroll all the way up. I'm gonna go with no. Watch, you're gonna have this like sudo su. We're done. You know, nope. Okay. So let's go ahead and do our build install. Okay, I don't care. Python 3 attack HTB server. I just need to get this guy over to here. That's all. Let's go ahead and do a ifconfig. Grab my IP address again. My tunnel IP address. I have way too many IP addresses like right now. There we go. Okay, so let's go ahead and throw that over here. And we'll do a wget HTTP. That. And then /that. Right? CD temp. Yep. Okay, cool. All right, he's going to grab him. Might take a minute. What is the lore? I don't know what that means, lore. I'm not smart enough to know what that means. Like, how did I get the name? Overgrown Carrot 1? If that's the question, it was Xbox said that whatever name I picked was used. Would you like Overgrown Carrot 1? I said, yeah, because that sounded hilarious. All right, so this is obviously, this image is a little bit different, right? So let's go ahead and actually, let's do something like this guy. We'll throw it in here because obviously we have 3.13 up here, right? So we want to do a 3.13. So we want to pretty much build that same exact image, right? And that one's 20. Okay, let's just go ahead and just actually from the 3.13 across because we have to build that same image, right? We can't just pretend like another image exists just because we want to. You know what I'm saying? We still have to call for the correct image. Story, yeah. It was literally just Xbox was like, here's a good username. I was like, that's hilarious. I guess that's not really a good username, but yeah, I'll take it. And it's been like that since. So we'll go ahead and we'll do that LXC image import, okay? From here, we can do an LXC image list. All right, cool. We have my image in there now, right? Which is exactly what exactly what we want to throw in there, right? So far everything's looking good, okay? Last step is to give the right permission to not having security issues, which is security privilege equals true, which we literally just talked about, right? We literally just put that down, right? So my image ignite, let's go ahead and make sure that, see if that works like right there. Create ignite, okay, cool. So we've now created that ignite, all right. LXC config device add ignite, boom, boom, boom. It's a path mount root, right? So that's going to put the root into the mount root like what we were talking about before, right? So if we go into CD into mount root, then we'll actually be in the root folder. We won't technically be root, right? But we'll be in the root folder. So we just started it. Okay, now we just got LXC ignite bin sh. Oh, and we actually are root. Never mind, that one actually gave us root. But if we were to exit out of here, we were to CD into /mount root. Did it not actually put it in there like that? Oh, okay. Well, whatever. Usually you mount it into mount root, so that was kind of weird. But whatever. I mean, if we could just prevent like this too, that works for me. Yeah, see, CD into mount root. So that's what I figured it was going to do. Okay, that's because I wasn't root. That's why, isn't it? So let's stack LA. All right, and there we go. Oh, because I didn't get into the bin sh for it, so now I got to go to mount root. So now we go ahead and cat that root.text. This is the exact root area that would be. We could also do something like a cat.ssh id or ssh / id underscore rsa if it exists, right? And so we could have, the root's private key and just go through like that, All right, so that was not as bad as the last couple ones that we actually done. The last couple ones, for some reason, the starting point got like hard for some reason out of nowhere. It was pretty funny. But for the ones on YouTube, thanks a lot for watching. I hope you guys learned something. We went through TFTP. Saw TFTP was open and also saw that we had local file inclusion, right? Grab that HT password file. That's always a good one to look for, especially once we saw HT access. We learned how to fuck that to be able to fuzz something and it actually receives information back. From there, we also saw TFTP and etc password. We looked at the top 20 ports for UDP. We saw TFTP on there, got into it, and then we uploaded a shell.php, used our local file inclusion to be able to gain a shell. Once we gained that shell, we were able to SU into Mike because we already had his information from that .ht password file. And then from there, we were able to see that he was in the LXD group and utilize the LXD exploit to be able to gain a root shell. So hopefully you all enjoyed it. I'll talk to you all later.